oh, it's just kissed, oh, they've just done this, like. Welcome back to my channel. So I'm going to do a really quick, really chatty reading update. I have 3 books I want to talk about and 2 books that I've read recently that I absolutely loved and that you should definitely add to your TBRs. And I'm going to talk about a book that I am currently reading as well. So let's get talking. First off, I'm going to talk about a book that I mentioned in my last reading update. I was currently reading that at the time, and I said how I know I'm gonna love it, and I love to prove myself right. I devoured this book, and I knew I would. It's Lost and Lassoed by Lila Sage. It's the Rebel Blue Ranch series, so this is the 3rd one, and I've absolutely loved the previous 2, so pat on my back to myself. I knew I was gonna love it. And it is a cowboy romance, if you can't tell by 1, the title, and 2, the absolutely beautiful cover. And I said that the spicy scenes were going to be incredible, and they in fact were. I loved every second of this book. It's not my favourite in the series, but I loved it nonetheless. They're always just so fun, like a little cowboy romance to just break up some horror. It's always a great filler, and I just have a smile on my face the entire time. I turn into just a sop when I read these romance books. Just every little thing, like, oh, they touched the hands, oh my god, they've said this, like. But I loved this book. I love Gus Ryder, I love Teddy. Gus is my favourite brother because he's so fucking grumpy to start with. He is a pain in the arse to start with, and you do want to slap him. It's just so annoying, but by the end I love him. I have such a crush on Gus Ryder. I'm so jealous of Teddy. So yeah, just if you like romance, or even if you don't, just give Rebel Blue Ranch a little go. Just read Done and Dusted, see how you feel, and let me know how you get on with Lost and Lassoed. So obviously I read a romance, I loved it. I needed to delve deeper. I needed something to scare the shit out of me, basically, and I knew the book on my shelf that could potentially do that, and that's The Exorcist's House by Nick Roberts. And this did the job. This did the job of scaring me senseless and above and beyond. I felt like I had a hand around my throat the entire time reading this book. I was checking the room, I could feel a tingling up my spine. This didn't let me go until I finished it, and even afterwards I just have this shiver up my spine and like that tingling at the back of my neck, like there's a demon and it's around. This created such an atmosphere for me that I will never be turning my light out for bed ever again. I just have this image of this demon imprinted in my brain from this book that is so ridiculously creepy that it's unforgettable. I loved this book. This is one of my favourite possession horrors that I have ever read. It was a hell of a ride, actually. And I will recommend this to all horror lovers, especially if you love the paranormal like I do. Like, think Exorcism of Emily Rose and think The Exorcist. Just little snippets from those films are in this book and more. It builds such a great atmosphere, and the characters as well are so likeable. but at times are so infuriating. The descriptions in these books, the body horror is grotesque, it's disgusting, but this was a great horror book, and I'm so happy I picked this up next because it's dragged me out of a potential reading slump, and I cannot wait just to read one, more by this author, Nick Roberts, and two, just more horrors, more really dark and more, I wouldn't say body horror because I don't really like gore, so this was just okay for me. I think if it got any more disgusting, I might have, maybe had to put it down, but I just want more dark horror. I want more possession stories, I want more exorcisms, everything. This has really brought me back to horror and why I love the genre so much. I just loved it. I really did. So, horror lovers, get on it, read it. And if you have read this already, please let me know what you think in the comments, because over on TikTok, I've seen majoritively good things, but I have seen a couple of people that didn't quite like it and who really disliked the dad in this book. It does follow, I should probably say what it's about. It follows a family that moves into a really old farmhouse that is on the verge of ruin. They've had to like rebuild the roof and just have a few things fixed, and the contractors they hired for this house had some really horrible experiences whilst they were there. So when the family finally move in, like these bad experiences start to come out of the woodwork so slowly, but then they have an epic build up and a final conclusion to this story, and it's thrilling. It's just so fast paced. Like, I don't know how else to describe this book other than I could not put it down and was terrified to read it at night, but I'm a night reader, so I was brave. I did read this at night. I was brave. I deserve a sticker or a pat on the back or something. Now on to my current read. I am reading Bag of Bones by Stephen King. This is a chunky one, but I am getting through it quite quickly for me. It's been a while since I've picked up one of his books, and I thought this was a perfect time, following on from The Exorcist House, to go into some more horror, and one with, I think, has some more slightly paranormal themes. Literally the only thing on the back is, he went to Dark Skull Lake to confront his past. Now he might drown in it. Bag of Bones. One of few horror writers who can truly make the flesh creep. Yes, that is a perfect description of Stephen King, and also that's a good description for The Exorcist House. It did actually make my flesh creep. It really did. It was like watching a horror film. Those kind of feelings that horror films bring out, that book really did bring to life. But yeah, my current read, Bag of Bones. Loved the cover. We are following a author called, I actually can't remember what his name is, that's really bad, isn't it? Because it's my current read. Yeah, I can't remember his name. But yeah, we're following an author who has sadly just lost his wife, and they shared a lake house together, and where I'm at in the book, he is just revisiting back to the lake. He is having awful writer's block, where every time he goes to write a new book, he has a physical reaction to it. He throws up, he goes faint, he cannot bear the thought of writing a new book. So he's hoping going back to a place his wife loved will bring him back to what he loves, which is writing. So cannot wait to update you on what I think to this one. And this is a very quick video today, but let me know what you're currently reading. Any reading plans? What have you just finished? Did you enjoy it? And hopefully my next video will be a little fun Q&A where you can get to know me a little bit better, and hopefully we can have some common interests, not just books but also some other things as well. Be sure to follow me over on the other apps and subscribe to the channel if you enjoyed this very quick reading update, and like, comment, talk to me in the comments, let me know some book thoughts, and I will see you again very soon. Bye.